What up, though? I see people popping in. Still waiting on the interviewer. You know what I'm saying right now. See, I'm posting the studio, chilling. How y'all feeling? Y'all in here? Y'all good? Thumbs up, thumbs down. You know the vibes. Still trying to figure out what's going on. Hold on, let me shoot him a message. Still sitting. Hop on. Mm. Yeah, man. So we getting ready to get this interview rolling. Uh, just want to start off by saying thank y'all. You know what I'm saying so much for riding for me. Uh, we had asked a few questions already, but it's just kind of like I was like, let's really get this stuff rolling. If you don't know me by now, I go by the name. No, I'm just playing. Uh, man, we chilling. See, I'm in the studio. I was thinking about dropping like a little snippet or something while I'm sitting here, but I don't want to, kill too much time because I'm just all right. There we go. That way we can get this stuff rolling. Oh man, once we get this interview rolling, man, I need everybody to share it for me. I need everybody, cousins, mama, auntie, daughter, family member, kids. You know what I'm saying? Them little bad kids that be posting on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? We all got them nephews. I need everybody sharing this for me. We trying to turn it up real quick. Where we at? Where we at with it? Okay, there we go. Yeah, man, it's official interview. We going up. We going live. Let me see. I think this like I've been doing interviews like the last couple weeks now, man. It's like my first live one, man. I am so nervous, man. On some, I, this cup, I'm hoping it don't get me in trouble. Cause I'm gonna be talking crazy, talking crazy on this mug. Mm. We about to go live in a second. Let me see what is that. Get this stuff together. See if he can pop in here. We about to go federal. See he on live. Hold on. Try to. What up, Cuzzo? Man, I was so sick, man. I was like, man, I want to wear another jug shirt from the party, last party that I just did in Saginaw that Thursday. I messed up the white one, or I was gonna wear one for like tonight for this interview. I be trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I can sport that mug, you know what I'm saying? I got at least 2 interviews in with your shirt on, cuz you already know how we do this shit. Let me see, try to hop on my. Who else in this thing? What up, Al James, the legend? You know what side of town we from? Up there. It's only one way. And we about to get ready to hop in this thing. We had some technical difficulties a little bit earlier, and so we had to pop out of here. Now I'm trying to get back in here because it's a different type of vibe when you do it on a book. You know what I'm saying? People like sharing it. Um, you get those people, and most of all, you know what I'm saying. My mama might pop up on this thing. Hopefully she don't get to hear me talk too crazy. You know what I'm saying? But if I do talk crazy, I'm trying to get me an endorsement deal with Don Giuliano. You know. For all those people who was curious about how we doing. Let me see something real quick. I'm trying to see what's up. I might just have to start. I might just drop a joint. Oh, there we go. Let me see. Send invite. I need everybody to share. Share it to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Turn it up. We about to turn up this live, man. I need at least 200 people
Yeah,
in here.
we yeah, finally shit.
There we go, man. There we go, man. I was nervous. I was like, hold on. I got the homies in here.
Yeah, it works now, man. I don't know. I'll probably have to update my app, man. Shit, my app be bullshitting, man. But yeah, man. So what's up though? What's good with you, bro?
Nothing, man. Just vibing right now. Just chilling at the crib. It's rainy outside. It's kind of nasty. So like I'm thinking, I really want to chill, but it's a bunch of Detroit cats. I don't know how familiar you are with Baby Money. And it's like they hold camp, really just quality control. Everybody who rock with Detroit, they all at this spot downtown. And the way the conversation is going, I might have to leave out and go to there. I'm just like, but luckily that won't be until like 12. That's what time everything get cracking out here. So, I'm just chilling,
Yeah,
waiting in the
yeah,
meantime.
yeah, man. Like I'm really happy for this opportunity, man. Because like I said, what I'm saying, check out your page, man, and you making moves.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'm
Yeah,
trying.
man, that's love. Because it's just a lot of people, bro. Like don't want to like grind, don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? It's work
Yeah,
and everything like
yeah,
that to, what I'm saying, keep things above float. So I respect you for that, man.
yeah. He was
But
breaking up
yeah,
for a little bit. So,
see, I'm trying to see if I can hear you a lot better
um,
because you sound real far away over there.
is
So
it?
I'm gonna try to see if I
I'm
can
gonna
hear
try to
you.
see if this one. It might be my AirPods, man. If it get too bad, I'm gonna just hook these up.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you a lot clearer now. Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Before we was really interrupted, uh, go
Bucket we
back
ball.
to what you was talking about.
Oh, I really lost my train of thought. We were saying,
Oh, you was talking about you had like a couple projects already so far?
oh yeah, there we go, there we go. Uh, so I dropped the Superstar Saga. That was 2020. That was just a compilation of all my old joints. I just kind of packaged them up, reheated them, all them SoundCloud joints, and dropped that. And then this past January, I dropped, which would be my second project, which is called Still Gang. Really just to be completely honest and transparent, that was really like a package of like some of my throwaway songs. And I was just like, you know what? Before I really get into this next wave of music, I want to
Okay.
at least get this music out. It just so happened that once I dropped it, it was received very well by my people, and I had to go off. We found out we were going on tour, like starting in March, so I kind of had to say, all right, well, we'll just let that kind of ride for a little bit, and then we'll come back to music in a little bit because tour life is just like it's. I'm not gonna say it's impossible to get really any work done, but it. I praise cats like Lil Wayne and Drake for the ones who record on this tour bus while the tour is going on and being able to maneuver and schedule that time because it's a hassle. So it's a lot of wear and tear, you know what I'm saying? Setting up equipment, breaking down equipment. It's like one of those things where you have to really be like on point, almost to the point where you're probably not getting any sleep if you want to record while you're on tour. So hey, so right now I'm working on a run of music. I was going to call it a project, but I kind of want to like focus more on like calling it more of a run. I'm debating right now with my team if I want to drop once a week or if I want to drop every other week. But I do have I have a vault like no cap full of at least about 75 songs now, um, and I've been giving away a
Whew.
lot of music. So I have a vault of about 75 songs, which I think at any point I could drop any song and be perfectly fine with it. It's just about making sure that rollout, you know what I'm saying? Make sure I have that proper budget behind everything now. So yeah, we going on a nice little run this summer, man. They going if they don't know my name by now, by the end of the summer, it's gonna be one of those names, them household names, at least in the state of Michigan.
Yeah, man, that's good, bro. So I'm real happy to hear that, man. And I'm working on some stuff too, man.
Yeah,
I do compilations and stuff like that because I'm
yeah,
about bringing people together, and I just be trying to get people from our city Detroit, all over the place, man.
Yeah.
And we working on the project right now. Exodus. It's like part two. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
all '90s, early 2000s,
Oh, that's tough.
and it's real cool, man. Real nostalgic, real fun, celebratory, and stuff like that. I got like already like dropped one, and then I'm dropping this one on the 20th,
Oh yeah.
and I'm about to finish the last installment to that, so that should be done by December. But I just love collaborating with people, man, and just having like different styles all in one, like from young to our age and even older. So I'm
Yeah.
just really just about just networking and just making sure everybody get a chance to shine. And this is a movement. That's why I believe if you're gonna like start something like that, like you can't name it after yourself. You can't even have your face in the logo. You know, that's what everybody does. But whatever floats your boat. But me, I'm all about, movement. I'm all about unity, man. So
Yeah.
that's what's up, man. And I can't wait to hear your new stuff, man. So you have any idea that when it's coming out?
Right now, I think the latest drop that I'll do is probably June 10th. That's like literally the threshold. Friday, June 10th will be the latest. The furthest amount of time I'll go, longest amount of time I'll go without dropping anything, and that's actually approaching fairly quick. I think that might be even like 2 weeks from now. So, uh, just right now, just trying to make sure with the team we get everything going because back when I was in school, I was a marketing dude. So like a lot of my thoughts is like, I'm one of those people where you be like, what do you overthink at? I overthink in the marketing. I'm thinking like, what exactly can I do? What is the industry doing? What can I do? You know what I'm saying? Work with my budget and, just do something that's extremely creative, but which also stays within the lines of like the music because I only want to be known as the music. I mean, for the music. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? They do a lot of other things and there's nothing wrong with that. But for me, I just kind of want to be strictly within the parameters of music. So just trying to get that all together. It's gonna be a fun summer. That's all I can say. It's gonna be very fun. It's gonna be fun,
Oh,
man.
sure. That's always the agenda, man, and and the music. Like to me, um, I got an opportunity to hear one of your tracks, man, and you dope, bro. Like I really like, just your cadence too, your voice, your pattern and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Cause I've been in the studio and stuff, so a lot of people don't really understand like the work that goes behind the scenes. They just hear the finished product, but it's a lot of
yeah.
work. Like I watch a lot of YouTube videos on certain artists, and
Hmm.
they still kind of like take a few takes and they still rehearse. They still, what I'm saying, go back and record like a verse, whether they like it. There's a lot of people who they, what I'm saying, they're their own biggest critic. So do you feel like that as well?
Definitely. I have a very I can't say unique way of recording. Not a lot of people record how I record. For one, it's extremely not necessarily difficult, but for like my environment, just because I feel like when I first started making music, I was I was in the crib by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was recording, I was in there by myself. So I kind of got into the used to like I kind of got used to in the habits of always recording by myself. And then so now when there's somebody in the studio, it's almost like, I don't feel like I can be myself. You know what I'm saying? And I feel weird. I used to feel weird about that. I was like, man, like somebody should be in the studio with me while I can record while I'm recording. But then I found out Missy Elliott actually kicks everybody out of the studio when she records. And I was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
so one of the greats do it. So I'm not in that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just me who feel like uncomfortable because it's just like when I get a certain sound going, like, and don't get me wrong, I've had certain situations where I recorded other people in the studio. I can do it, but it's just like when I have that space and it's just kind of me and the speakers banging, I get a chance to truly think. And you know what I'm saying? Like as an artist, I'm not gonna lie. I can hit a few notes, but sometimes I might be a little off on one of them notes. I don't want to feel weird because I'm off on one of my notes. You know what I'm saying? And niggas like, damn, what the fuck was that, nigga? Because then it breaks my whole, it breaks my whole thought process. I'm like, damn, man, I can't even be myself in this motherfucker. Just sit in the back and shut the hell up, please, for me. You know, so yeah, for me, it's just kind of one of those things of just being within your comfort zone. But I'm definitely one of my biggest critics. Like when I first started rapping, it took me like 2.5 years to release my first song, and I could easily say I'm glad I did do that because I sucked at the time. It was I shouldn't have been releasing any type of music. I feel like every artist should go through the process saying like, is this something like, am I good? You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So for
Mm-hmm.
me, it was kind of an overkill on like trying to see if I was good. And then when I dropped my first verse, and that was 2015, I did it with my homie Angie. I don't know if you know Angie at all, but my homegirl Angie, me and her dropped the song. And my verse, like for all the people like in Saginaw, like who kind of knew me growing up, that was kind of the verse where everybody was just like, "Oh no, this nigga can really rap." You know what I'm saying? So I always stress to people like, "Yo, dog, just make sure that if you doing this shit, like, take time to develop that craft because it's gonna take time to, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're in a position where everybody can drop music, you want to make sure that you're in a situation where like you're able to maximize your audience because a lot of times you only get one chance with a lot of these folks. And if your first song is weak, they ain't going back and listen to nothing else you got.
Yeah, that's deep. That's for real because I just always make sure that people knows the gist of it because it's a huge misconception of just being an artist and then being a rapper and this and that, singer, producer, engineer. It's everybody has a job, everybody has a part, and it's funny because like I still go through like the studio beginnings, like even though I'm like the boss because I'm the CEO of the record company,
Yeah.
me and my homeboy, and he be recording me a lot. So it's like I still have my moments where like I be so off beat, but I be excited, but it don't be like I'm nervous, but I be excited because and then the
Yeah.
microphone just be so short and I'm so tall, so it'd be hard for me to like just bend over and be hype and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I get what you say.
Man, for
I'm
real.
still working on it, you know, but luckily, like I have a good support system, man. I have people that would tell me, "Oh man, like man, that was whack," or "Man, you need to fix this." You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that and just fortunate that I don't have yes man around me. You know, I got people who
Yeah.
would pretty much would tell me like, "Man, you could do better than that" and stuff. Because to be honest with you, my first single I had released we did that like in 30 some minutes, 40 some minutes, and then I just put it out there, and I was just like so afraid, like man, it's people gonna think this is trash or shit, but a lot of people fucked with it, man. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I got some nice feedback off it, but I just do it for fun. I do it just to say I did it, because
Yeah.
it usually just a lot of us, being individuals, man, we just try to do stuff to try to gain other people's approval, validation,
Yeah.
and stuff. And what was like one of the reasons what made you just go all out, like, because I know just what you said. You just tried it and then it was good. And then
Yeah.
what was like the final confirmation?
Um, to be honest, it was a few things. So during like I said, I dipped and dabbled with music for a while before I actually went out and said, "This is what I'm trying to do."
Mm-hmm.
And that was like something that went over the course of about I could easily say about around 6 years that I was sitting on or like doing music. I was actually throwing parties, throwing a lot of college parties, and it was a situation where like when I was doing the parties, it was like I don't really care that much about this music because I'm making money off these parties. I ain't making money off music, you know what I'm saying? So I'm investing my time, my energy into my events, So kind of fast forward, I was doing good with the parties. I was, making my money, having a good old time, college boy lit, and then COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
And when COVID hit, well, obviously every venue in the country was shut down. There was no event to be had unless you was in Atlanta. Like Atlanta never shut down. at the time. Reggie
Right.
was in Atlanta. I was in Michigan at the time. I just moved out here in August. So at the time, it was like, I got to do something to kind of express, how I'm feeling. And that was around the time I had my homeboy who I talked about earlier, Chima. He was just like, hey, man, maybe you should get back into the music. That might be a good way, to express yourself. And I just was like, I was just sitting down. I was kind of doing something, but then I don't know, something just wasn't clicking for me musically. And then it was a situation. I actually lost my brother September of 2020. And at that point, I was just like, I could easily say I was messed up in the head. I'll be real, and it took such a wear and tear on me mentally. I had like no way of like truly expressing myself. It was like I needed something to kind of keep me going because once he passed, it was like that was the first time I had really lost somebody that close to me. And I
Mm-hmm.
felt like for me, it was like if I don't figure out something, I'm literally gonna go into a nervous breakdown. I'm gonna like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, just to be honest. And I just sat down in the studio and I took that time to just really just grind it out. I was like, like I've always been a cat. Like you've asked any of my homies or anything like that, I already don't sleep. You know what I'm saying? So at the time I was working at PNC Bank, so I would go into work at 8 o'clock, get off at 5, and be at the computer sitting down from 5:30 till about 4 in the morning. I was just sitting there, just trying to figure everything out, like just trying to figure out like what the sound would be. And that's kind of what I did. And it was kind of like during that time period of me being alone, it kind of helped me cope with like a lot of like my music stuff because my boy, rest in peace, Trey P, he was like one of the first cats, like when I was making music, was like the one who'd be like, everybody want to impress the world with their raps, but I knew that when I was riding with my boy Trey, he was gonna bang it in his Cutlass, you know what I'm saying? And as long as I got that approval to say, oh yeah, nigga, this shit hot, it ain't matter what nobody else said, you feel me? And so I kind of took that approach when I was going through and I was working on music, and it put me in a situation where I was like, yo, like if he was right here next to me, what would you say about this line? Is it hitting enough? No, I got to go back. I got to redo this shit. So that was kind of like the make or break for me. And so, yeah, he passed in September. I feel like by the time uh, about November, December of 2020, that's when I was just like, oh, no, this is what I'm doing. This is not even a question of anything. You know what I'm saying? So ever since like December, yeah, I would say like November, December of 2020, that was like the breaking point. Rest in peace, my boy Trey P. I really owe a lot, everything, you know what I'm saying? A lot of this confidence, a lot of the way that I maneuver on music, a lot of the shit talking, a lot of my sound came from us just sitting back and kicking it. So, but yeah, that was around that time period.
Yeah, man. My condolences to your friend, brother, bro. Like, man, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of
Yeah,
speechless right now because um and then also it's like when it's your person too, like
yeah,
it's hard.
no, for real.
Cause like a million times, man, I just always express just how much my older brother meant a lot to me, and it was just like really hard for me to get things back to, I ain't gonna say normal because nothing will ever be normal, but just to adjust to
Yeah,
life without him, man. And I'm glad that you was able to bounce back because some people it takes years and some people it takes never happens.
yeah,
But I'm just
for real.
grateful that you bounced back, man. You pulled through.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. Everybody in here, man, make sure y'all share, man. You know what I'm saying? This is exclusive. This is my first live interview. I ain't said nothing crazy off the wall yet, so y'all got to show me some love for that.
Hey, for real, this your first one?
My first live interview, like I've never like, put myself in a situation where like I did a couple other interviews in Saginaw. It was a couple I was like, all right, nigga, take that out, please. Please
Oh,
take that
okay,
out.
yeah.
So right now
Yeah,
I'm just
I
like,
feel you, man.
who are we
Shoot,
good?
it's all
Nah,
good, bro, man.
y'all messing.
So I feel honored, man.
No, for real, man.
Yeah.
Listen.
And you know, I also like to, you know, ask people about like current events and everything like that too. Like
Okay.
whatever you willing to share, you know what I'm saying? Whatever thoughts you willing to share. But I was just
Right.
talking about like to certain like individuals earlier, bro. She's about like what state in this country is right now, man. We all these, you know, shootings going on and stuff like that. And just how, you know, people don't really care about people who's being bullied until the person that's being bullied do something about it. And it's just unfortunate that it be innocent bystanders that suffer and
Mm,
along the way. So what are your
yeah.
thoughts on it? And you can be brief with it.
Me being 100% honest, I'm to say that I'm pissed about it would be like it's a way for me to like I can't even fully articulate how I feel about what just happened with those kids. Like that's something where like I genuinely get like beyond frustrated just because for your mind to kind of work like that. I feel like it's beyond crazy. It's I don't know, man. Like for me to really like break that down, like I have so many words that I want to like express to that, but like I just have to be humble enough to say like I I'll pray for. I mean he's gone now, but I pray for him because it's that's so touchy, man. Because I sit back and I think about like I got nieces, I got little cousins. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like anybody who know me, man, I love the kids, man. The kids is like, you know what I'm saying? It's because I understand the significance of the freedom of like a child. Like the when I say freedom, I mean like when we hear all these cliches when we grow up, like, man, you could be whatever you want to be. You could do this, you can do
Mm-hmm.
this. You just got to put your mind to it. And at the time, it's just like, no, it don't even make sense. But I feel like now I'm at the point of my life where God has shown me, like, oh no, bro, if you stay consistent and you handle your business, you can do that. And so when I think about those kids, I say, like, yo, that was our next doctor, that was our next president, that was our next lawyer, that was our next police officer. It was so many different lives. Like, at first I thought it was like 12, and then the number was shot up to 19. And it was like, I'm like, yo, this is a whole generation. Like, not only those children lost their lives, but every child who witnessed that, you know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. I've been trying not to, you know what I'm saying, do too much, but they fucked up. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Yeah, yo, like to do that to a family, to do that to and there's no right way to go along with, like there's no right way to handle that, especially if you've been bullied. But in my head, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and I don't want to say nothing off the wall, but it's like if you was getting bullied in high school, what these elementary school kids got to do with anything that's going on? You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like that's what bothers me the most. I'm like, you know how much of a coward you got to be to take away a child who had nothing to do with what you were doing, like. And it's just like I fear it was just was bothering me because I was like, you got these parents nervous because they haven't heard from their child, and they have to find out the next day that their child was one of the ones who passed. And then I seen the one about the teacher, her husband passed away from a heart attack, from heartbreak. It's like that's so selfish. You know what I'm saying? And I know mental health is like a big thing within like the community, and we want to make sure that we're doing the small things to help people out. But man, it gets to a point where it's like, all right, bro, like you really on some wild ish. Like every time I think about that, I just get super frustrated because I just think about the kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? For me,
Mm-hmm.
like growing up in Saginaw, I stayed right across the street from elementary school, and I think about, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I got older, a lot of those kids, like, and I ain't even mean like older, but like when I went from fifth grade and you fast forward to I was in the eighth grade, I used to walk back to the crib. How the kids used to come to me like, "Hey Reggie." What's up, Reggie, man? You good? Man, Reggie's so cool. I think, no, for real. I think about
Yeah.
those moments where it's just like they're so innocent. And then I think about like how one single person, bully or not, like, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, you know what I'm saying, praying for his family because they got to deal with a whole nother thing. But it's like,
Hmm.
bullied or not, not no kids, bro. Not no kids, bro. There's not a child in the world who deserves anything outside of love because they're literally just a product of what we made them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know, that's a real touchy subject, man. Because I'd be the first to say, man, I was pissed. I was pissed. I was crushed. I had to sit down and think about that. Like, we just had another mass shooting. Has it been a week?
Hmm.
Has it been a week? It's like at what point do we sit down and say like, yo, something needs to be addressed? You know what I'm saying? At what point do we say like, yo, like we as American people, we have a problem that needs to be, you know what I'm saying, like addressed before, you know what I'm saying, this happens because is this usually I say that most of the bull happens, you know what I'm saying, during the summertime. We haven't even really got into the summer yet. You know what I'm saying? Like we really haven't even did that. Is this how we gonna start off? You know what I'm saying? These next 3 months? Like, no, man. It's crazy, bro. It's really crazy, man.
Yeah, we really had like 3 in 2 weeks, man, and it's scary. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
because we really, you know, grew up on just the fact, like this particular narrative. Like we're so together, united we stand, divided we fall,
yeah,
but we really not united as one for real, for real. And I just always try to just educate the people, man, because all this just you go this way, I go my way, or you do your thing, I do my thing. It's destroying us, bro. Because whether we like it or not, we need each other, man. Because
all right.
we all we got. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody. I ain't gonna. And I say this with the utmost respect. Nobody has suffered enough like us. You know what I'm saying? Black Americans. Nobody has ever endured as much scrutiny, as enough pain as the Black American. And we the shit, you know what I'm saying? And it was just so many things and so many laws and so many um, circumstances that were trying to stop us. And we still standing, we still strong, but we don't have the love or we don't love ourselves like that. And if I tell people this all the time, like, if we really knew who we were, and like it would really piss us off, but it would make us go back on the same page. And that's why I really stress just letting everybody know like where we come from and who we really are. And when you know who you are, you can do better. You will want
Yeah,
better for yourself instead of, carrying around with this pity party shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, we know racism exists. We know white supremacy exists and this and that, but it's not everybody that's
yeah,
inflicting this. But it's just the ones who've been manipulated and brainwashed. And whether we can get mad at that kid, he was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Who knows who programmed that into his head? Who knew who influenced him? So it's just sad all around, man, because I was bullied. You know what I'm saying? Me.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Shit, I go through so much oppression on a daily basis. And then I thought about if I hurt somebody or if I want to take their life. They got people that love them. Just like I got people that love me. So it's a double side of the coin. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
I have to sacrifice my happiness for somebody else's happiness. And we lost that. It's all about, how I feel, and I don't command or demand anybody to be taken out. That's
Yeah.
not my core. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that us as people, man, us as black people, bro, like we just gotta stop this hating on each other thing, this competition thing, this envy thing. Cause
Yeah.
whether we know it or not, man, like we at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? But we the most influenced. We the most charismatic people, because everybody on the planet copy us.
Culture.
Mm-hmm.
We are the culture.
Absolutely. You know,
Undisputed. We are the culture.
we so much of the shit that they had, you know, lied and told us we was from somewhere else, but we wasn't. And that's what I'm on, man, because I'm about just trying to, you know, build my credit up. You know, I ain't beefing with nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had to tell like a couple niggas, like, man, you can have that bitch, man. I ain't worried about that shit, man. I'm about, you know what I'm saying, building my credit up, buy me a house, buy me $100,000 car, man. Ain't no beef. I ain't thinking about you. I want a better life. You know what I'm saying? You won. You know what I'm saying? Let me live. You know what I'm saying? I'm my mama's only son left. I ain't trying to, you know, have my mama bury two sons. Like, whatever you
Yeah.
have or whatever beef you have against me, you won. What else you want for me? You won. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. Shit. All I care about is, you know, making sure that my mama have her own house before she passed away.
That's real.
And my
That's real
family
talk.
straight.
That's real talk.
Cause even though I don't have no kids, I got nieces. I got a nephew. You know, I got God kids around here, man. So shit, that's what I'm about, bro. Like, cause somebody has to break that curse, that generational
Yeah.
curse that be spoken about. And it's like a lot of people that's narcissists, you know, they selfish. They have no type of empathy. They have no type of remorse. They have no type of moral compass. And that's what a lot of people from our cities about. And I'm not saying that we are bad, but we have a lot of bad apples who's faking the funk and haven't been exposed yet. But it's just like that everywhere. But you know what I'm saying? We can't fix everywhere. We can only fix ourselves
Yeah.
and try to be an example for, you know, a young person and say like, hey, this is the way to go. You know, all of us ain't in the streets. We doing positive things. We working. We blessing people with our gifts and our talents and our brains and our knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be out here in those streets going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing cool about, you know what I'm saying, um, being denied bail. You know what I'm saying? Going to the jail hole for 23 hours a day. Ain't shit cool about that.
It's too
So
much
we can,
life.
yeah. It's a, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole better life. You know what I'm saying? And it's easier just being yourself, man. Cause I'm happy that I found out who I was like in my early 20s, bro. It took a minute, but I won't cut out for no street shit. Like the first time I got shot
That's
at,
real talk.
bro, I was scared. I don't know why the people be trying to make it seem like that shit cool, man. Like, that shit ain't cool being shot at, man. That shit hit different when it's real. Set up the movies and the music videos, like when you actually feel the bullet like this close to your head, you know, could have went through you, man. Shit, you, woo.
It's a no
Yeah,
go.
I was like, man, let me go in the
I'm
house.
over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I don't
Stay
want no
my ass
piece
in
of
the
it.
house, so.
I mean, like for real. I think about when I was let's see, about a year and a half ago, I went out to LA. That was my
Mm-hmm.
first time going to LA. And like when you watch like movies, like you know what I'm saying, how we think about LA, we think about Snoop, we think about that coolness, you know what I'm saying? You think about Baby Boy, you think of different stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like the hood or whatever. Me and my homeboy, we went out there and we driving. We was like, yo, man, let's go over to Nipsey mural. You know what I'm saying? We went to the corner of Slauson and Crenshaw, and they immediately, it was a shootout. They literally was busting out there. I said, yo, like, this is real. And I tell people all the time, man, something I've never wanted to be, you know what I'm saying, perceived as a street dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, did I grow up in a neighborhood? Yes. You know what I'm saying? If I go hit up some people, am I still good in the neighborhood? I'm for sure. But it was never anything that I wanted to be a part of because it's real. Like, you know what I'm saying? You only get one of these lives. And if you mess
Mm-hmm.
it up, you know what I'm saying, just because, you want some street credibility, you'd be a fool to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, my biggest thing is that, I have little cousins. I have a lot of more people, not a lot of my, like a lot of the younger generation, especially in Saginaw, they kind of look up to me, and I want to be one of the first people to say, like, oh no, but you can have a blast, you can have fun, you can go to college, you know what I'm saying? You can stay out of all that stuff. You can listen to your parents, you know what I'm saying? Like you could do, it's certain ways that you can live, like this, the thing with, you know what I'm saying, home, it kind of, sometimes it bothers me, and it's like, we haven't, growing up, we never were truly exposed to how life is. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's
Mm-hmm.
a whole culture of people who don't worry about, you know, if somebody's gonna shoot up the party. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole culture of people who, like, when they grow up, they don't have to worry about losing any friends. You know what I'm saying? It's like a culture that's about that. Now, it's a lot different in Saginaw. But
Mm-hmm.
like, I feel like one thing that I've been trying to do is just kind of really expose, like, yo, there is a life outside of the city. And at first I was kind of one of those cats. I said, I don't like really posting my life like that. Like, I've been a pretty reserved person. Like, I'm always talking, but I've never really been a type to really like expose my life. But I was like, I feel like right now I'm in a point of my life where I could show people, like, yo, listen, y'all see what route I took. I went to college. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did, you know what I'm saying? I was doing good in school. Could you catch me at a block party in the summertime? Yes, you know what I'm saying, from time to time. But I was one of the first ones, when them certain people pull up to the party, you already know what type of time they on. It's time to go ahead and dip. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can easily say I was one of those cats. And like, I look at where I'm at right now, I'm like, yo, like, it is a great life, you know what I'm saying, out here. But until you have to go out of the city to shift your mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the best reasons. Because when I moved to Kalamazoo, it's so funny, man. You ask any of like my OGs, anything like that from college, man. Like, I was going to the parties my freshman year, and I would be out there. It was me and a couple other cats from Saginaw. We used to be posted on the wall, you know what I'm saying, mugging everybody, you know what I'm saying, waiting on some stuff to pop off, you know what I'm saying. And I have somebody pull me over to the side, like, bro, you know that's not gonna happen out here. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to have that, you know what I'm saying, type of mindset when you out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can do this and be comfortable within like your own skin, and nothing's gonna really pop off. And that was like my first reality check of, like, when we in Saginaw, like, we on our toes
Mm-hmm.
24/7. 24/7. I was just telling somebody, they was like, yo, man, they tried to hit me with some, like, Detroit. Like, it's crazy out there because you got different hoods and stuff like that. I said, no, it's different in Saginaw. Yo, op, like, the thing is, when you got an op in Saginaw, they're only 5 to 10 minutes away from you at all times. If
Mm-hmm.
you got beef with somebody in
Right.
Saginaw, them niggas only 10 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes away. And matter of fact, we all go to the same Popeyes. You gonna see your op at Popeyes. You talking about something that's scary? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like once you kind of get into that mode, it's like it's just a tough mindset to break. But I urge everybody who's in here, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who all up in here. I got any little cousins, you know what I'm saying? Anybody who's just, you know what I'm saying, who's just been sagging all like their whole life, and they haven't really got a chance to experience it, even if it's for a year or two. Go to another city and see how they live, because, man, it's certain mindsets that I left Saginaw with that literally ceased to exist now. You know what I'm saying? I've been gone almost 10 years now. Shout out to the class 2013, man. It's tough. It's tough. You know what I'm saying? But it's all just a blessing, bro. For real, for real. It's all a blessing, man. I can't even complain, man. God been good.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Like, I'm old as hell. Like, shit, I've been out. Man, I've been out of high school since 2006, man. So I'm
Woo!
old. Yeah, I'm old,
Well,
man.
nah, I'm picking.
You almost
Like,
there.
oh shit.
No, but I'm grateful, man. I'm really grateful for the growth, man. I'm grateful, because it was like a lot of things that I didn't know at the time, and compared to my 34-year-old self and where I was back then, I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to change. Because you see so many people, man, that known for like years, who's still the same, who's still stagnated, who's still
Yeah,
stuck. And I can't be around those people. They're like, damn, you still doing the same old, or you still think the same. I can't do it. Like, cause you're gonna slow me down. It's just a lot of people is they have this thing like they afraid to cut people off,
yeah,
and a lot of times the cutoff is necessary. Like when you lifting weights, you get a hernia. You have to get surgery on that hernia. Otherwise, it could grow or can come infected and this and that. So you got to get that removed right away. But it's just a lot of people ain't looking at their circle as hernias, man. They ain't looking at their
yeah,
circle as bacteria or just whatever. Because
yeah.
you become who you hang around, man, or you become who you talk to every day. So if it ain't about motivating, encouraging, inspiring, I can't be around you. I can't be associated with you. Now I be cordial, but other
Yeah.
than that, like I'm a boss. So I can't be around somebody who just rather be average or they rather be
Yeah.
just typical. So did you have anybody that you had to just, be like, hey man, like ain't no beef, but I gotta let you go because you're not trying to do anything or you um negative or you just ain't trying want more out of life. Like did you have anybody that you had to do that with?
Yeah, I would definitely say uh, during this journey,
Mm-hmm.
some of it's kind of been like, not necessarily like I wanted it to be like that. It's just kind of like sometimes paths like separated. Like I haven't really had somebody who's like, man, I'm cutting you off. You know what I'm saying? Outside of a few exes who I still hate. No, I'm just joking. But I'm
You
talking crazy.
crazy.
I'm talking crazy, man. That's what I was talking about here.
Yeah.
No, like for real, I feel like genuinely it's like a separation where it's nothing like necessarily forced anything like that. And one thing I can say about all my relationships with everybody, even if it drifts apart, it always comes back together, just at a different time. Like you ask anybody who knew me from when I first started off, you know what I'm saying, back in 2014. The people who I first started off with, it was some points where I kind of drifted off, you know what I'm saying, to kind of do my thing. But one thing I can always say is that like once we met, you know what I'm saying, back together and you know what I'm saying, like I got love for everybody I started off with, you know what I'm saying? I still rock with everybody to this day. Uh I'm a different person than what I was when I first began, strictly because of the company who I began to keep, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh it's when you start, even when since I've been here in Atlanta, people want to know the biggest reason why I move a lot different than what I was when I was like in Michigan was literally because uh, I went from when I was in Michigan, I was kind of like boss hog. You know what I'm saying? Like I was the one running everything. I called all the shots. You know what I'm saying? If it was something that needed to get done, I was doing that. Since I moved to Atlanta, just because of like the company I keep, I haven't had that role. You know what I'm saying? And it's also like the thing that I appreciate about it the most is when you're in a situation where you're not necessarily the leader, it puts you in a point where you start looking at everything from a different perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You get a chance to, like, people on your team, you start developing things that you need because you're able to see it firsthand. It's like, okay, well, I don't have the ball right now. You know what I'm saying? One thing I love about progression in this industry is, like, there may be a day that I don't have the ball. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be a day that I do have the ball. So I feel like during that time period, God, like, has been really revealing to me, like, okay, you see how you look when you did this, and you see how good you look when you did this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been just learning a lot about myself, and learn about what I expect from myself, my team, my friends, and it made me a lot more appreciative of the people who I had in my circle. Because one thing I can say within this music industry, for real, the more you elevate, the harder it is to trust people. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a lot more to, essentially lose. You have a lot more to offer you. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep a close eye on everything. So for me, I can wholeheartedly say 10 toes down that the people who I rock with, I trust them literally, you know what I'm saying, with everything. But not everybody has that, you know what I'm saying, that same story of me. Like, I can go back and say, okay, I can call everybody who I first started off with and we still good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot different than what it was, but we still good. Versus, you know what I'm saying, you fast forward with some of these other situations, it's like, damn, like, it's different. It's different. But that company that you keep is literally the make or break of every, you know what I'm saying, every person who I've seen blow up, whether you see it or not, they all have a team behind them. I've been around a lot of industry cats since I've been in Atlanta. And it's like you start doing your research on the people they got around, and it's like, oh wow, they, you know what I'm saying, they were literally built to win in this thing. Because, you know what I'm saying, like, people like Lil Baby and Dirk, and some of the other bigger artists, it just seems like they just put out music, they look cool, they snap, they throw a couple diss songs, and they wear chains. But the stuff that happens behind the scenes,
Mm-hmm.
like that team, oh, that's
No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not oblivious like everybody else, and I know, and that's why, like, I'm grateful for my team. I'm grateful for the people that I got behind the scenes, because a lot of people just think I'm by myself, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And I like to be around people that's working. I like to be just in a mix of that, because that inspires me. And a lot of people give me, ideas. Hey man, you should talk about this or you should talk about that. And to be honest with you, man, like, I was really such a shy person. Like,
yeah,
to be doing this, man, I would have not seen it 5 years ago. So I'm grateful, because it took a lot for me to be able to express myself, because we have this thing where we supposed to, like, shut down whenever we have a problem or we have a certain type of feeling. We supposed to keep it to ourselves. But it really just helped me to be confident and just be, ensure myself and stuff. And because I didn't really talk like that, all the time I talk was through text. But other than that, just people really hear my voice and stuff. They like, damn, you talk? Like, yeah, I talk. Like, they like, damn, like, this is new, you know what I'm saying? But I feel you, and it's just really important to be around people that have your best interests at heart, and just, will really just, try to just guide you on the right path. Because it don't be a lot of people that cares about, somebody with potential these
yeah,
days. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because nowadays you either have a circle or you have a cage.
Ooh-wee.
Man.
That's deep. That's deep. I don't know if you heard that on Facebook or what, but that hit.
Oh yeah, I got that from Nipsey, man. Rest in peace, Nipsey, man.
RP Nip.
Yeah,
He
man.
told me.
I get it, bro, and I'm just really happy that you you know, you down there, man. You living your dream. You meeting people that we read about, we seen on TV and stuff, man. And I wish you nothing but the best, bro. And anything, man, that you need, man, just let me know, man. I will, you know, make sure that I promote your project up here and stuff like that, and you know, get you some plays and get you some shares or whatever, man. You know, you pretty much a popular dude. Cause I see how many people shared this video, so you know
Oh
you
man.
popping.
Oh man, I didn't even get a chance to really see. I just kind of seen the numbers going up and down. I was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna look at it. I'm just having a good time vibing, man. For real, for real.
Man, thank you, man. So
Yeah.
I'm real, you know, it's nice to meet new people, bro. And this is one of the things, and is one of the things that makes me do what I do because I love meeting new people. I love just hearing experiences, testimonies, man, and even the sad stuff. Because after that, it won't be like a tragedy no more. It's gonna be a learning experience because that's what I do, man. I just want to help people. You know, that's why I feel like you know I'm really needed. You know what I'm saying? Just be one of
Yeah.
those people that you know that's from the same home turf, man, and that's to me. I feel like it's activism. So I feel like I'm doing my part and stuff. You don't have to be in church to be doing God's work, man. So this is my way of,
All right.
you know, showing my appreciation for what I do. And do you have anything else you want to talk about before we wrap this up?
Not much. I do want to shout out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
Yeah,
my
go ahead, go
family.
ahead.
You know what I'm saying? A couple shout outs.
Go
Shout out
ahead.
to my family. I see y'all popping in and out. Um, I want to say shout out to my team, Royalty, the gang. You know what I'm saying? The mom, the family. I seen a couple of y'all popping in here. Shout out to True Colors Entertainment. We're currently working on a joint ventureship, which would provide me with funding, while I can also, while also me being able to remain independent. So shout out to the whole team right there. True Colors Entertainment. I don't know if y'all can see that. You know what I'm saying? It's a little a couple diamonds dancing. Uh,
Man,
shout
that
out to the
mug
city,
blinging
man.
though.
Yeah, man. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, everybody who's been riding for me. Uh, big shout out to the families. Not necessarily a shout out, but my heart goes out to all the families like we talked about earlier
Mm-hmm.
in Texas. That really are, I tell you right now, that's really, really been bothering me. But you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Definitely keeping them in my prayers. Keep me in your prayers, everybody. We're gonna be in and out the city. I finally got a chance to be in Atlanta longer than a week, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be getting a lot of work in. Check out if you haven't already streamed my last project, Still Gang. It's on all social media platforms at Arjamar, or you can put in Superstarjamar. I still pop up. And yeah, that's all for me, man. I appreciate you, man. For real,
Okay.
for real.
Man, I appreciate you too, man. Anytime you want to do this, man, let me know, man. I'm willing to get you back on here, man, for an update.
Oh yeah, man. Whenever, man. Listen, we locked in, bro. We locked in for sure.
All right, bro, man. So that includes tonight's episode, everybody, man. Thank y'all for tuning in and stay locked. Peace.
Big blessings.